Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Lando from The Snap, coming at you with my top 10 defenses for Week 15 of the fantasy football season. This is Week 1 of the fantasy playoffs, so congrats for making it in. Hopefully, you have one of these defenses on your team, and you're just locked and loaded every single week with the 49ers. But for the rest of you, we got to figure out if you need to add one of these defenses, if you need to sit one down, drop your current one. I'm going to go through my top 10 and why they are in there. So make sure to like this video, comment down below. I still answer every single comment, so let me know in the comments if you have tough start-sit decisions, any defenses that are available. Get me in the comments and I'll get back to you. So my number 10 defense is going to be Indianapolis versus Pittsburgh. I'm going to pick on the Steelers and Mitch Trubisky. It's a low over-under game. It's not expected to have a ton of points, and I think Indianapolis has been okay. It's very much a matchup-based play and go for low points. And maybe the Colts do have a good start and force Mitch Trubisky to pass the football more. That leads to interceptions and sacks, what we love to see. Number 9, the other side. I've got Pittsburgh at Indy, so I will start Pittsburgh on that other side of that matchup. The only downside of this is that Indianapolis likes to run the football. Jonathan Taylor is still in question, and we're not sure if he's going to play. But either way, if it's a Zach Moss show, and it's a lot of Zach Moss, Pittsburgh does not get those points, get those sacks, interceptions. But I still like their defense. I still think it's a good matchup. Although it's a dome, and that's kind of not what we like to see this time of year. But either way, I'm good starting either one of them. My number 8 defense is going to be Baltimore. They should be maybe higher up on this. They're one of the best defenses. If you have them, keep rolling them out. Don't pick up one of the higher up defenses. Just play the Baltimore if you have them. They're a great defense. But Trevor Lawrence, great quarterback, but he's not very mobile. Could lead to more sacks and less plays extended. So I still like Baltimore. Load them up every single week. My next defense is going to be Kansas City at New England. I mean, let's be honest. We got to pick on Bailey Zappi. I don't think he is truly the quarterback that we saw last week. In Kansas City, although I've been hit or miss, should be a very good locked and loaded defense to start this week. So, yeah, get them going. I will go through some of the defenses that were highly added this week and why they're not on my top 10 list. So make sure to stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'm going to go through a couple more defenses that did not make the list, and I'll tell you why. My next number 6 defense is going to be the LA Rams versus Washington. The Washington Commanders are a team that I am targeting. They throw the football a ton, which I'd love to see. The Rams can pressure the quarterback, and the Rams have looked great. I mean, going from playing the Baltimore Ravens to the Washington Commanders is a great week-to-week transition. It's going to feel like a walk in the park playing the Commanders. No offense to the Manders, but I still think that they're a great defense. They'll get out after the quarterback and maybe force some interceptions. My next defense is going to be Atlanta Falcons at Carolina. They were added a lot this week, and you know what? Targeting a rookie quarterback is never a bad thing. Atlanta has been playing better, and they're playing for a lot. They're playing for the division, try to beat Tampa Bay, and it's a must-win, and I think that this should be a good matchup for the Atlanta defense. My number 4 defense, I know it's higher in a lot of rankings, but I'm not really sure why, because Danny DeVito looks pretty great, and that's New Orleans versus the New York Giants. They were added a lot this week as well. I think it's a great start. They were great last week, so maybe that's why you think that they're going to be great this week. If you have them and started them last week and was great, keep them going this week against the Giants. They're still in my top 5, but I don't have them as high as maybe some other people, because the Giants look great and they run the ball really well, and maybe Danny DeVito's the real deal. My number 3 is going to be the Cleveland Browns versus Chicago. Now, Chicago's looked great, but we know that Justin Fields takes a lot of sacks. He holds on the ball for too long and takes some sacks. We're still not sure about Ward for the Browns and whether or not he's healthy. If he does play, I think this really cements them in the top 3. If he doesn't, and maybe they're a little bit more banged up, they could be down this list. Maybe they shouldn't be in the top 10. But I still think the Chicago matchup is going to be good, despite the Bears playing really good football. I'm not worried about the amount of points Chicago plays. I'm more worried about and want to target the sacks and interceptions, and we know that Justin Fields can do both of those things. So I still like Cleveland. If you made it this far with the Browns, keep on rolling them out. My number 2 shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. That's San Francisco 49ers at the Cardinals. Kyler is a wild card. I get it. But if you've been rolling San Francisco, you're not going to sit them now. It could be a great game. But like we've seen with these mobile quarterbacks and a guy like Kyler Murray, he can absolutely take sacks and throw picks. So, you love the 49ers. There's nothing bad to say about them as a whole team, offense and defense. Finally, my number 1 defense is going to be Miami against the New York Jets. New York Jets scored 0 points last week in the first half, but really turned it on in the second. But I think it's going to be a tough matchup against Miami. And this is in Miami. I don't know about the weather right now, but when it shouldn't be too bad in Miami this time of year, but you never know. Could be some rain in the forecast. We'll know more throughout the week. But I think Miami has been a phenomenal defense, and they need a bounce back week after a loss to the Titans. So roll your Miami Dolphins, roll the rest of these teams. Hopefully you have a couple of them. Let me know if I missed any. If there's other teams that I missed, let me know in the comments. One of the most highest added defenses on the Sleeper app is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals versus Minnesota. And maybe they should be on this list. Minnesota only put up 3 points this past week, but I do think that the Bengals have a lot of holes in their team, and it should be fine with Nick Mullins moving forward. Justin Jefferson is expected to play, so I don't think Cincinnati is a top pick for me, but they're probably just outside the top 10, to be honest with you. Let me know who else I missed. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned on the channel. We go live every Sunday for your last-minute start-sit questions, so stay tuned. Hit that little ring button and lets you know when we go live and post videos. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.